Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue to ignore the Ninja Turtles set and do whatever I want to do. It's my channel after all. Leading today's budget deck is Eowyn, Shieldmaiden. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Eowyn Shieldmaiden is a 5-mana, 5/4 legendary human knight with First Strike. At the beginning of combat on our turn, if another human entered the battlefield under our control this turn, we create 2/2/2 red human knight creature tokens with trample and haste. Then, if we control 6 or more humans, we draw a card. So, because the knight tokens are created at the beginning of combat, we can attack with them the turn they come out. If they'd come out as part of an attack trigger, they would have to enter tapped and attacking for this to work. Now, part of the reason I became inspired to make an Eowyn deck was due to a bit of internet lore and headcanon, if you'll indulge me a minute. One of the best scenes to come out of the previous iteration of the DCU was this one, with Wonder Woman stepping into no man's land. Now, someone on Tumblr decided that Token bore witness to Diana stepping onto the battlefield, proclaiming that she would charge long into no man's land without fear, because she was no man. Which was then put into Lord of the Rings, as Eowyn stood tall before the Witch King of Angmar. And I just happened to have the scene of Diana crossing no man's land come across my feed the other day, so here we are. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from new sponsor, T-Fury. Every day, T-Fury has new designs that are on sale, but as you can see, they also have a great collection of other shirts. Anime, D&D, 80s retro, comic books, Lord of the Rings. There are thousands of shirts to choose from. I've been a loyal customer of theirs for 10 years, and I'm so happy to finally be sponsored by them. Click on the link down below to see new designs and to add to your geek wardrobe. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lanes and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building Commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Mystic Monastery, Sulphur Falls, Clifftop Retreat, Glacial Fortress, Volatile Fjord, Alpine Meadow, Glacial Floodplain, Molten Tributary, Sacred Peaks, Idyllic Beachfront, Shivan Reef, Battlefield Forge, Adarkar Wastes, Frostboil Snarl, Fury Calm Snarl, Port Town, Izzet Boilerworks, Boros Garrison, Azorius Chancery, Rogue's Passage, Scavenger Grounds, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, 4 Islands, 4 Mountains, and 4 Plains. A nice budget-friendly land base. For mana ramp, we've got Herald's Horn, Knight of the White Orchid, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Creativity, Talisman of Conviction, Talisman of Progress, Izzet Signet, Boros Signet, Azorius Signet, Mindstone, Chromatic Lantern, and Wayfarer's Bauble. Mostly mana rock, along with some cost reducers and land fetchers to help round us out. Our card advantage package consists of Harmonized Crescendo, Mentor of the Meek, Moonblessed Cleric, Magus of the Wheel, the Council of Four, Cloudblazer, Ascend from Avernus, Aragorn, King of Gondor, Eomer, King of Rohan, Boromir, Gondor's Hope, Windfall, Vanquisher's Banner, and Marshal's Anthem. A bit of reanimation, but mostly card advantage. I also wanted to keep it as thematic as possible. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Lawson Art Captain, Lauren of the Third Path, Witch Enchanter, Avalanche Riders, Dawnbringer Cleric, Manic Vandal, Monk Realist, Pentarch Paladin, War Priest of Thune, Disenchant, Abrade, Counterspell, Negate, Dovin's Veto, Commit Memory, and Devout Chaplain. Lots of ways to keep our opponents in line. Our board wipes consist of Winnowing, Magus of the Disc, and Blasphemous Act. Wanted something either thematic or one-sided, which is always nice. The core of our deck consists of Baragond of the Guard, Fourth Erolingus, Theoden, King of Rohan, Thalia, Heretic Cathar, Combat Celebrant, Riders of Rohan, Frontline Medic, and Horn of Gondor. Supporting our plan, we've also got Shared Animosity, Panharmonicon, Ephemerate, Ghostly Flicker, Eerie Interlude, Semester's End, Impact Tremors, and War Leader's Call. I wanted a small flicker package as well as some extra ways to help close out the game. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 51 mana sources split between 38 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. A little heavy, but that's fine. We've got a 5-mana commander after all. 13 pieces of card advantage. 16 pieces of interaction. 3 board wipes. 2 pieces of Graveyard Hate in Commit Memory and Scavenger Grounds. 1 sudden I win card in Shared Animosity. Because everything we own is a human, Shared Animosity can grow our army to absurd heights. In a single turn, we could crush the entire table, depending on the situation. Add to that, we've got creatures that help tap down others, or make it so our creatures are unblockable. This way, the charge of the Rohirrim will be as effective and lethal as possible. Ride. Ride for ruin and the world's ending. Do you have an Eowyn Shieldmaiden commander deck? What's your secret deck? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons. Waffles, Drya, Marcus Brett, Roxy, Alex, Conga, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard Boomy, Oscar Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel, and Zombie. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.